Many of you spent the weekend shopping, and apparently you helped break some records. Black Friday bargain hunters shattered online shopping records, nearly hitting the $10 billion mark, with shoppers choosing online deals instead of being in chaotic crowds. According to data by Adobe Analytics, buyers spent a record $9.8 billion online Friday, up roughly 8% from the same day last year. Smartwatches, televisions, and Bluetooth headphones were hot ticket items. Other favorites were Barbie fashionista dolls, mini brand toys, cordless and robot vacuums, cookware, skincare, and coffee makers. Adobe Analytics says they expect Cyber Monday to be the biggest online shopping day, with spending to possibly hit $12 billion. And our chief business correspondent, Taylor Young, zeroes in on the Queen City. Here's a look at how she says you'll be spending your money.
When it comes to holiday shopping,
where are you in terms of your holiday shopping?
I've done nothing.
everyone moves
About 2 months ago.
at their own pace.
Over the summer. I know, I'm a planner.
Whether you plan ahead or wait until the last minute, holiday shopping, no matter when, is going to be more expensive than last year.
They're saying, all right, I don't expect that I'll be able to stick to my budget, which is different than last year. Second, they are doing things like putting items in the basket and then waiting for the bargains to come. So waiting for these deals to come.
A recent survey by Deloitte shows due to high inflation, Charlotte area shoppers are expected to spend more than $2,000 this year, 37% higher than last Christmas. Because of that, many are getting creative.
People are planning to spend more on gift cards as really a way to pass along inflationary pressure to the gift recipient.
Now, when it comes to shopping, Deloitte says that 64% of Charlotteans prefer to do their Christmas shopping online. And this year, the survey also showed that Charlotteans will be visiting fewer in-person stores than last year.
I prefer in-person shopping, but unfortunately, a lot of the stuff that you want to find may not be in the stores, so you have to revert to the online. So I do whatever I have to do.
Reporting in Charlotte, Taylor Young, Queen City News.
Chief business correspondent Taylor Young joins us now. And Taylor, I know you've been out there talking to shoppers, but Black Friday, I mean, we've done these stories where the crowds just rush in and everything else, but it was really not like that anymore.
No, Will, we're both reporters. We've both been out there over the years covering these lines of shoppers. The doors open, it's this big commotion, but that's really not the case anymore. And I spoke to shoppers, specifically in Birkdale Village earlier this week, and they say they're simply not waiting anymore. I mean, the deals are there. If you've been out, whether it's Birkdale Village or the mall or even online, I mean, these Black Friday deals are either a week long, they're weeks long, or month long. So to answer your question, is Black Friday meaningless? I think that it's still a thing. People were out there on Friday morning, but it's just not what it once was. I think shoppers, when they see the deals, they want them, and they might want to sleep in on Friday, unlike what we used to do maybe 10, 15 years ago.
Exactly, and some people who didn't sleep in, but they're ready to go do a lot of shopping, and there's a lot of things going on, but will shoppers be spending more this year than in those previous years?
They will be. So shoppers on average, according to a recent survey by Deloitte, will be spending close to $2,100 on average. So that's 37% higher than just last year. And while you hear that number, you might think, oh, shoppers are spending more this year. But really they're not. They're getting less gifts with their money. So spending more, but getting relatively the same as what they got last year. So that is why shoppers are really looking for those good deals. And I think stores really caught on to that. That's why they were putting out these deals earlier and earlier. And of course, if you're a shop owner, whether you're local or a national big box store, if you see your competitor or your neighbor putting out sales earlier, you're gonna want to too, because like I said, I spoke to some shoppers who say they would much prefer to go to a store that has those deals. They wanna spend less money knowing that inflation is still here.
And we talk about inflation, we're talking about looking for the best price and everything. But what are people buying? Because, I still haven't bought anything yet. So
Me neither.
what are people buying?
So I think one interesting note is that gift cards are becoming more and more popular. And I think that makes sense, right? Because when you have inflation being higher than years prior, getting a gift card actually takes that pressure, inflation pressure off of you and kind of puts it on the person that you're getting the gift for. So if you buy a $50 gift card, you're not paying inflation for that gift card. You're going to give that gift card to someone as a gift, and they're going to kind of have to deal with the inflation. So they might actually be getting less with the gift card. But of course, I mean, the big hitters are toys, clothing. I know, according to that Deloitte survey, people are also getting a little bit more practical. They're asking for furniture or towels or things to kind of put in their home, things that they actually need rather than, hey, I've had my eye on these expensive shoes. They're getting more practical with their wish lists. And so I think we're seeing more gift cards and more practical gifts this year.
You talk about that, and I've got a bunch of stuff sitting in an online shopping cart. I won't say where, but there's a lot in those online shopping carts. And is that what people are leaning towards now, is just online shopping as opposed to going out to the stores?
So if you look at it compared to maybe 2019, 2020, shockingly, we are seeing more people move towards the brick and mortar or going in person, but online shopping is still very popular. According to that survey, 64% of Charlotteans say they prefer to shop online. That, of course, will add a little bit of cost to your gift because you are now paying for shipping. But I think that, back in 2020, 2021, people were really concerned about if their gift was going to get to them in time because we were dealing with such, crazy supply chain issues. Shipping was taking longer to get to us. I don't know if you remember 2 years ago, you would order something online and I don't know if this is going to get here in time. People really don't have to worry about that as much anymore. So they're more confident with shopping online. It's a lot easier. You don't have to leave your house. 64%, I think that's a big number of people preferring to shop online, but it's not as large as what we saw maybe 2 years ago.
Well, a lot of people going to stores, a lot of people with their shopping items in the cart. It's going to be a great holiday season here in the Queen City. Chief Business Correspondent Taylor Young joining us. Taylor, thank you so much.
Thank you, Will.